Not educational, not informational, not even entertaining. I'm just spouting off thoughts. I was thinking about Swamp Thing. And it came out in the 70s. I think like 71 when it first appeared. And comic books been going on strong, still go strong. People still keep itching to write it. That's not what I'm talking about. I always wonder, what's the deal with the adaptations? I mean, I like the first movie. I probably won't like it now, but I liked it. But you got to remember, I was a kid when it came out, so I enjoyed it. It probably is still cool. You know, something about horror anti-heroes just works for me. But what I don't understand is they had the Return of Swamp Thing, which was also, you know, it was a pretty solid movie, I guess. I wasn't that huge on it like it was the first one, but the first one is kind of hard to beat, right? At least from my perspective. Anyways, they even had a cartoon that ran for about 5 episodes, I think, in total. They just had no faith in that whatsoever. I thought it was pretty good, but that's what happens when you make cartoons for kids in America, because they're not really thinking about the storylines and whatnot. They're just trying to sell the toys and teach some kind of a lesson. Because that was the thing with the early 90s, the 80s and 90s. The cartoons always had to have some kind of weird moral to them. Or at least the ones I saw. I can't speak for all of them. But they needed toys and they needed to sell the morals. But they only did 5 episodes of that show. At least I've only seen 5. But what's funny is that on USA Network, they had a live action television show. It was very dramatic. And that lasted about 3 seasons, which is surprisingly good, especially for cable network TV shows. Especially ones like that. I just remember seeing that because it would come on around the time of wrestling. And I was in and out of the show. You know, I was into it, I wasn't into it, I was into it again. But I bring all that up to say that sometimes I feel like Swamp Thing can't catch himself a break. Because then I get the DC Universe app, because they had a streaming service, which I liked. Because you could catch all these retro shows on there. Like they had every DC property put there, and a few comic books. That's how I got into the Doom Patrol TV show. That's how I got into the Harley Quinn cartoon. Actually, I got really hooked on the Harley Quinn cartoon. But the issue that I have is they produce Swamp Thing. They make a new TV show out of it. They advertise it like crazy. They make 10 episodes of it, and before the first one even comes out, they just go ahead and cancel it. And I'm just like, what? Why? I thought it was good. But I'm just assuming that they probably couldn't afford to fund it because not many people were buying the streaming service like they thought they would. And it was probably during the time that they were going to HBO Max, I believe, before it became Max. So that could be the reason for it. But I'm just like, why can't that catch a break? I mean, it had 3 seasons of a live action show in the 90s. They had a cartoon that only lasted 5 episodes, and they had 2 movies. Now, either people like it, they hate it, cult classic, whatever. But I'm just like, you canceled the show before the 10 episodes could even air. That's messed up. But whatever, I don't know what to say about it. And I don't know the reasoning for it, so I can't really go into that. Anyways, there was no reason for this video. I was just thinking about Swamp Thing. And as you know, I ain't no content creator. I'm literally just some dude who talks way too much. But much love and peace out.